What's going on YouTube? I am Hot Mess Ness MUA, otherwise known as Vanessa, and today we're playing with this. There's some pizza grease on this. But yeah, I also like hype. I'm not immune. I'm not immune because I'm not 20, okay? I had said that I picked this up, and I picked up some of these. So I plan on sharing a review or a comparison of Jaclyn Hill brushes, James Charles brushes, and the Babe Faves, because I really want to talk about like quality, you know? So sometime soon, as I always say, there will be a video comparing kind of the brushes to see, you know, which one's worth your money, because two of them are real pricey and one of them's not. Today we are doing a like first impressions. I'm gonna tell you a little bit. Oh, and also today's video has a giveaway. I'm not giving this away, no. That thing sells out too quick. Today we are giving away, we, the collective myself, is giving you guys a Saharan 2 by Juvia's Place. Very, very easy. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below, and you will win this. You will win this. Random comment generator will help you be picked. There will be other giveaways this month, sprinkled throughout videos when I actually upload one. Do this. Do it. It's fun. Why not? Yeah, it's easy. Easy enough. That one's packaged, so we're not going to open it up, but it's a great palette. I like it. So let's tell you guys really quick. I know you guys have seen probably a million reviews. I am not going to put every shade on my face. I actually am coming from a point of view where it's like, I know some people look at palettes like, oh, that's too big. A lot of the reviews that I've seen on this say it's a great beginner artistry palette. I just want to know how they blend, okay? I've seen a lot of videos where people talk about packing them on and blah, blah, blah. James Charles is very talented, so he's done some amazing looks. I just want to see how they do. And if you were someone that was like, well, I have a lot of sugar pill, would you need this? I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of sugar pill. I just want to see how I like them and see if it was something that's nice to have. If I knew I was going to do something very colorful, would I just reach for this? Or would I go back to my singles that are already colorful? So that's the perspective I'm coming from. I wouldn't say that I didn't like or dislike James. I like James. He's sweet. But let's be real, he's kind of out of my age range as far as beauty YouTubers go. Like, I like to watch, I think he's very creative. He's a smart business person. But I don't want to watch you drive around in your car. I mean, like, I'm not that kind of like super fan. But I do enjoy watching the looks that he puts together, but I'm not gonna paint a cloud on my face. I love makeup, and I think it is a form of expression, like watching naked tutorials, stuff like that. But I want to put makeup on my face and go out into the world, and not saying you can't go out into the world with a cloud on your eyeball. You can, if you want to. It's just not my jam. So I'm just gonna play with some colors. I'm not gonna do a rainbow eye. These are the ones I wanna play with, I think. I don't like blue eyeshadow. I buy palettes with blues in them, but I don't want to really play with that. I want to play with this corner over here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now you understand the pretense of where this video is going. Yes, this is coming from a place of wanting to know how the shadows work. It's got a sleeve. I don't know. If I keep this in my collection, I might tape this on or something, maybe. I recently got the Jaclyn Hill original Morphe palette, the one that she created. I really do like that, actually. It's nice. And then I picked up the vaults and I've played in them a little bit. A little. So that's where you can, you know, understand where I come from. If you have been on my channel for a while, you'll know that you usually won't see this kind of stuff from me. And I even debated on not doing this because I thought, you You guys have already seen this, but I thought maybe someone might be curious just how these work. Right now I have a light base of IT Cosmetics, just a real light, the cream pan, so that way I didn't look crazy skin, and my eyebrows. If you've seen any reviews on this thing, you know that the whole thing is you gotta use an eyeshadow primer. So I use the Blink eyeshadow primer. It's got anti-aging quality to it. Hopefully that's good enough. I broke out my MAC paint pot and I thought, nope, that thing was dried up. I revived it. There is a way to revive it. Very interestingly enough, a little witch hazel mixed that damn thing up. But I remember that, you know, I'm getting older and I get a little crusty sometimes. Not crusty, crusty's not the right word. Dry, okay? Eye cream, all that stuff, no. It's just called getting, you know, wrinkles in your eyeballs, guys, it happens. So, yeah, this one works for me. I am just going to push and pat this on. In the background, you might hear a little Masha. You might hear a little Granny's House. That's the game that Riley likes right now. And, you know, usually a little baby shark pops in and out here on this channel. That laughing back there are my children. It happens. But I don't have a beauty room. We are currently in my kitchen. That's how I do things around here. There we go. This primer is being a little difficult right now. Why are you being difficult? On one side. Always one side too. You're like, why can't you just cooperate? So as far as brushes, I'll name them off. I'll be using pretty much all Morphe brushes, mostly because I'm still in this like testing phase. Because I know what Morphe brushes I genuinely like. All right, I'm going to take the light pink shade, Pinkity Drinkity, start that in the crease. I know a lot of the things with this palette were like pack it on and then blend. So I'm just gonna use a couple different, like how I would do makeup on myself anyway. Because I feel like the way that he did this was like unleash your inner artist, but when you have an audience of 10 million, you're not all gonna have makeup artists. You have people that wanna play with makeup, but you know, is everybody going to be searching James Charles palette tutorials to know how to use a palette? I don't feel like a palette should need special instructions via YouTube. If it really needs special instructions, then it should be on the box. And because you're selling at Ulta, you know? Pinkity Drinkity is going on fine, no problems here. We're going old beauty guru style where we're doing a bit of a transition. Have you noticed that there's influencers that do like the old way lately? You know, like building from light to dark, and then there's a big influx of people that are doing like this new, I don't know that it's new, but Instagram style, where they pack everything on and then blend around it. I think that's great for cut creases. I don't know that that would work for everything. Those of you out there that have a lot of Morphe brushes, do you find that you have to wash them before that they're any good? I mean, I think you should because they smell funny, but I don't always want to do that. Sometimes I just want to dive into a brush. And the one thing that I've noticed about the James Charles brushes, and I'll show you guys right here. This is an M433, and the M433 is supposed to look similar to a MAC 217. This is a used one that's been cleaned and I've used it a long time. This is an M433. This is an M433. They don't look anything alike. Look how flared out this is. I don't know that washing it is going to take away. So I almost feel like the ones in the set are kind of shitty. Here's another M433, okay? So different, you know, bought at different times. You can see the difference. And the James Charles one. Even if you wash this, it's not going to change like the cut. It's not very pinched. So I will let you guys know when I do my overall thoughts on all of these brush collections, because that's why you buy this one, because it's supposed to be a MAC 217 dupe. And this is like, it wanted to be a 217 dupe and then it died. It died trying, or someone didn't cut it right. I don't know. This looks mass produced, you know? And for the price point, it shouldn't look like that, in my opinion. Here's the Jaclyn Hill one. Washed once. See what I mean? I know, I just went off on a tangent. When I wash them, I will let you know. But for now, we're going to take the M433 from the James Charles set. We're gonna dip into Skip. And this one, I'm gonna work on packing in. I'm talking like I know what I'm gonna do ahead of time. I don't know. I thought it was funny, someone did a review on this and they only used one shade and they called it a review. They used red because they just wanted to know if red, like every other shade could be done, but red, and they did a red smoky eye. Call that a review? I will be sure to let you guys know if I have hives down in the comments.
Kidding.
You love me?
Yes.
I love you too.
Makeup is cute.
Thank you. What color is that?
Pink and purple.
Oh, I'm gonna add purple, but right now it's just pink. You think they're pretty?
Yes.
I'll tell James that you said they're pretty. Okay, and now I'm just gonna work on blending that just by lightly brushing the brush around. Lightly brushing the brush around. This brush is shedding like a mauve. Now, I really feel like this brush is a star. This is the M456, the mini version that James Charles created for this collection with the little set. You can buy it individually.
Mommy.
This I have used and I love this. This is
Mommy,
one thing that I'd be
what are
like,
you doing?
you should buy from
Mommy,
Morphe. I'm going to put some more makeup on.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna take the shade Single and put a little in here right underneath Skip. Same thing, I'm kind of tucking it where I want it first and then I'll blend it out. And then lifting my eyelid, I'm going to swirl it and blend it. I'm not gonna lie, these are blending just fine. Any little patchiness that I have right here is places that I get patchiness because I have wrinkles there. All right, this is not super soft. This is the Jaclyn Hill 36. I'm gonna take a little bit of Skip and just try to kind of add a little bit of the pink back. One of the brushes that I feel like should have been in all these people's kits, one of my favorites, is the M562. For people that like color, this one should have been in there. Now I'm gonna take the shade Love That. It's the movie kind of pink shade, and I'm gonna work that on the outer corner. It's kind of what the shade Single and Skip are together, but a little more of mauve instead of purple. Honestly, these aren't tugging, they don't feel funny, nothing so far. And honestly, I expected the worst. I thought all these big YouTubers were kind of like kissing butt or using their Morphe code. They were uber talented people and they could make anything work. You know, you've seen that before where you're like, how come I can't make this work? But they can make it work, and you know, you realize that they film for like 6 hours just to do a look, and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go back in with 456, tap just a little bit of Love That, and blend. Little tiny brush, and I'm taking Escape, that dark purple, and packing her right here. And I'm gonna blend her. So this will be pack, blend, you know. I wish I could be like more entertaining and think of little fun things to say, but you don't want to offend anybody either. I could come up with all kinds of sister sayings, but that is not my lingo, and that would be weirdly forced. And this is not really about anything other than, do I like this colorful palette or not? And I'm gonna take the brush that I just told you everyone needs, the M562, and try to work her a little bit up here. So I'm getting some of the darkness a little bit over. I want to keep this mostly a purple dark smoky eye. While we're here talking, is anybody getting the new Lolita palette, or are we over that? The only reason it piqued my interest is because I didn't get the Naked Cherry, and I like Kat Von D's matte formula, so I feel like I'd be getting that cherry feeling for me without getting it. But then I don't know, after taking back the last palette to Sephora, it's kind of like, I feel like maybe Kat Von D's a little sidetracked right now, which is fine. She's just had a child and it's a lot. But if you're super involved with your brand, I know things come out way in advance, but it was like, okay, if things are way in advance, then you knew that your fetish palette was crap. I think it didn't sell out because people are mad at Kat Von D right now. It's the thing about the beauty community. People fall from grace so easily. Not to say she didn't earn whatever she's put out there. You know what I'm saying. Just like you got stans and then you got cancel culture. And I'm not having issues with this, so I wonder if the people that originally had issues with this, Cole's World, if that's like his stick. You know how everybody's got like their thing? Like, I'm gonna be the next beauty guru that calls it like it is, but I'm still going to kiss ass to the right people. All of a sudden I'm sounding like a drama channel, huh? A kid named Cole's World, and he reminds me of a cross between James Charles Thomas Halbert and a little bit like, you know, Manny and that same kind of personality. But he also kind of sounds like Gabriel Zamora.
Hi, everyone.
I love Gabriel Zamora's snaps. I wish that more of his videos were more like his snaps because he makes you just feel like he's right there chatting with you. And I love that about him. Now I'm just getting a little sloppy with it. I'm blending the purple, kind of working it up. I know, I didn't take that little brush and work it up in my crease like I did the other side, but I will. I will. Take a little bit here. Now I'm gonna take this little flat brush and the black and the purple. Black and purple mixed, and I'm gonna run that real close to my lash line and kind of wiggle it so I'm keeping my darkness. I'm gonna grab a little more Love That on this same dirty ass brush and hit right here.
Love that.
Oh, I like the purple down here, but I heard it was a topper. And I just put my finger in it and it's like, it doesn't hardly pick up unless you go in and in and in. So I'm gonna take this light pink shade called Sister and I'm gonna put that on my lid. I don't like that. Let's try literally. Do I have to cut it? Do I have to? I don't wanna cut it. I have an idea. Let's not cut it. Let's just take some of the shimmer off. I'm gonna take a pigmented color, skip, and I'll just top skip. So that's what I'm gonna do. Taking skip, I'm gonna pack it on. Would have been just as fine to like cut the crease, but I'm being kind of lazy here. So I'm taking skip. It's covering just fine. Okay, you could totally stick with that and that would be fine. But now I'm gonna take Pinkity Drinkity and lighten up skip. And then I can put whatever color on top that I want. Does that make sense? This is the Jaclyn Hill 41. I'm gonna go into Artistry. It's that color that's like a topper. Okay, I think it's useless with a brush. Maybe James said that. Maybe he said it's better with a finger. I don't know. Just try that.
He's tickling the crap out of her.
I'm not a fan of this color because even as a topper, I feel like I gotta get a lot on my finger to get it moving. I feel like a topper can be useful without having to dig. I mean, it's pretty in theory. It just, I hate when you have to use your finger. Like, I like building with a brush as an option. Those cheapy makeup sponges that used to come with makeup. You could probably do that if you hate using your fingers, which I do. I do. I mean, because if you're doing makeup on somebody else, you're like, hold on. Not saying it's gonna be like that, but let me clean up right here real quick. Like, I need to be able to get in here. One of these is supposed to be another topper. I don't know which one. All right, we're gonna take some Sister, because it's that light champagne-y color, and I'm gonna put that in here because I wanna lighten it up.
And these layer nice. They're layering just fine.
Which I think that's it. I think I'm happy with it. So now I'm gonna dampen my brush. It's a little trick for those of you that want the shine, but you're getting eyeball wrinkles. So then you can add a little to amplify without being too much. And I don't really like to go in over and over again because then you can get hard pan. Not a fan of that. I really like this. I'm having fun with this. I'm enjoying it. All right, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and we'll come back for the lower lash line. I am 100% aware that my eyelashes are wonky. They're kind of glued to the actual lashes, not the lash line on the end. I'm okay with that because it is now 10 o'clock at night and I'm the YouTuber who doesn't even bother doing their hair. I mean, come on now. Reasons why you'll never be a real beauty guru. We have gotten to the point where this is the look. Yes, we're all aware of that. We used all the purples. So I just put on a little concealer, a little bronzer. I didn't go full in with like a whole mask of foundation. I literally have the foundation that I had on earlier. One of the things I would say about this palette, especially the shimmery stuff, is it all transferred under here. So if you're somebody that likes to do your eye makeup last, like that's how I usually do it, you gotta be careful. It's not that I had crazy amount of fallout from the mattes, but the shimmers I did. So not crazy, but I was purple under here, okay? So now let's just do a quick lower lash line. In my waterline, I used Makeup Geek's Plumeria. They need to bring, you guys need to go. You need to go and tweet Marlena and tell her to bring back those liners because her eyeliners were good, man. They were good. And I'm one of those people that will reapply in my waterline because I use eye drops and also ColourPop's boots. I kind of look like a heroin addict. But if you get the Lumify eye drops, it clears everything pretty much up. So, I know I said I hated blue, but I don't mind it in my lower lash line. Let's grab some Brother. And we're gonna run that in the lower. Okay, I wanna blend this before I go in with the next shade. All right, now I'm gonna take the little smudgy kind of one and take the shade Cola and stamp that right next to the lash line. What's the one that everybody's saying that people are using on their face? The one that's called Face. On as a highlight because someone did that in a video. There's a little tiny brush that comes in this set and I wish that they would do this brush in a full size. Like just make it full size and put this little thing on the end and I'd be fine with it. But it gets smushed down at the bottom and look at, now it's like that. Don't love that. I know, it's picky, but whatever. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Hello, the light blue, the icy blue, and just pop a little here. This one doesn't say not good for your immediate eye area. It says please put directly into your eyeball. Do we feel like we need a brow bone? Take a little bit of the white flashback. All right, so this is it. This is the final look. My first impressions of the James Charles Morphe collaboration. Don't drop it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. There's a part of me that didn't want to like this because of hype. There's a part of me that wanted to be like, Morphe, you know? Because some things I feel of Morphe are good, and some things are me, and some things are just downright bad. I've not used this entire palette, okay? I used some shades that are difficult to use. or formulate for the most part. I picked the purple row. So we used, let's recap. Let's take it back. YouTube rewind. I don't know how all these shimmers perform because I didn't use them all. But I like all these mattes that I used. There's a lot more palette to use. Could you find this a little intimidating? Because there are a lot of choices, yes, but I see some fun little quads in here. You could do, you know, or you could go by 6s even. And the top row is formulated that way, or you could go neutrals and you could work your color in. You could do this, you know, the browns and then, you know, deepen up and make it like a purple brown if you wanted to. I like this. I enjoyed this. These are my favorite colors to wear. If I could wear purple and pinks on my eyes every single day, I would, and I liked what I used. I am not a Morphe affiliate. I am not a diehard Morphe person. I just liked it. So, you know, that's it. I mean, it's really that easy. And I went in my head being super hard on it because I'd watch videos and people were doing the primer side, concealer side, and you know, if you didn't have primer, blah, 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 and it felt like so many excuses. I just used the regular eye primer I always use. I wouldn't be afraid to use these in the way that I do eyeshadow. You know, if you're packing them all in like people are doing a lot lately for more Instagram looks, then, you know, you might want a sticky base, I guess. But just from one person, grabbing the palette, playing with it, I liked it. I did not want to. It's not that I didn't want to like it. I just didn't want to really be on the hype train. Like, who needs this? I mean, nobody needs anything, right? But if you have a bunch of Viseart, the dark mattes, and if you have the vivid brights, and you have the pigments from this place, and the colorful pigments from that place.
I'll go up at you.
You want to come up on me with me?
Watching.
What was I saying? I was saying, if you already have a bunch.
What are you watching?
Well, I'm not watching. They're watching me. The camera's up there. Say hi. Okay, can I finish? Can I finish this? Let me talk. My turn, okay?
My turn.
If you already have a bunch of shimmers and colorful eyeshadows, you probably don't need this in your collection, or if you find big palettes to be overwhelming, no, you don't need it. But if you like color and some of these colors look appealing to you, you might really enjoy this. I find the way that I generally do my makeup is sometimes I'll decide, okay, today I want to do a purple look. And I will go grab 4 palettes with different purples. I decided I want to do a purple look. Yes, I could only stick to this, but in actuality, I'd probably grab other various shades of purple. This palette was fine to me. Even layering the mattes on the lid and adding the color to it, they layered fine together. I'm sure you could play with them. This was nice to me. I enjoyed it. I don't have anything really to say about it. Just know kind of what you're working with. Swatch things beforehand. Know that this purple is, you know, a topper and might take a little work with a finger. It's it. That's it. I don't even have any tea. I can't even comment on this video and be like, really, James? Really? I mean, nothing. The only thing that I have to say so far about this collection that I'm a little hairy on, and the whole reason I bought all this stuff actually in the first place, is the brushes. And I addressed that already. I feel like some of these collections where the brushes should be incredible feel like they're subpar to the ones that you would buy singles. You know, like if I bought a Morphe M433, they don't usually look like this, but I already stated that it might need to be washed. That might be the deal with some of these, but I just felt like when I opened it, I was like, what kind of brush is this? Like I couldn't place it when I first saw it, and it's almost like they cut it in a crappy way because they're mass producing something. I don't know. That would be the only tea that I would have so far about this stuff. Don't forget, this video is also having a giveaway for this palette. Like this video, leave a comment. Any comment, something preferably nice would be nice. And subscribe, and make sure your subscriptions are public. I'm a small channel, so I will be checking to make sure you are subscribed. And if you're not public, then I can't check. So just make sure, if you want to keep your things private, you make it public on the 22nd. And also leave your Instagram handle somewhere so I can contact you, or a way to contact you. You know, not your phone number, address, just Instagram or Twitter handle so I can find you and contact you, because sometimes that can be a little hairy. And I'll also pin the winner. I'll pin the winner in the comments down below. And sometimes if I try to contact you and you don't respond within, you know, a decent amount of time, a day or two, we'll give you 48 hours. How's that sound? Instagram, Twitter handle, something like that, so I can contact you, and I will pin it, and then we will know who the winner is. And if you don't respond, then we'll pick someone else. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I covered enough information. I mean, yeah, I put it on my eyes and I told you what I thought. If there's anything else you guys want to know, my comments are open. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye. Don't forget, you can subscribe down here, and for more videos, click over here. Possibly there. There's places to click. Click them all.